Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what if aging isn't about slowing down, but about awakening? What if, instead of watching time slip by, you could actually thrive, no matter how many years you've lived? For so many of us, reaching the age of 60 and beyond is seen as a time when the world moves on, while we quietly retreat. But in Buddhism, we are taught something radically different. Aging is not about decline. It's about embracing the evolution of the self. Picture this: a river flowing endlessly through time. It adapts, it shifts, and yet it remains constant. Just like the river, we too can continue to flow, no matter our age. Our golden years aren't a time to fade into the background. They are an opportunity to embrace the fullness of life, to evolve with grace, to expand our understanding and live with deep purpose. But here's the question we all must ask as we age: what does it truly mean to age gracefully? Is it about holding on to youth? Or is it about welcoming the wisdom and clarity that each passing year brings? Today, we'll explore how you can not only age with dignity, but also truly thrive by learning how to harness mindfulness, cultivate deep compassion, and embrace the ever-changing currents of life. In this video, we will uncover simple but powerful practices that will keep you vibrant, connected, and alive, offering a roadmap to living your best life in these later years, rooted in the timeless wisdom of the Buddha. Are you ready to discover how to live fully in every moment? Then let's dive in and explore how your golden years can be your most powerful ones yet. 1. Keep learning new skills. Embracing the Buddha's teachings of continuous growth. In the Buddhist tradition, impermanence, anicca, is one of the core teachings. Everything in life is in constant flux, and yet this very flux invites us to learn, to grow, and to experience the world with an open heart. Age should not be seen as a barrier to learning, but rather an invitation to further enlightenment. Just as a tree never stops growing, so too should we continue to cultivate new skills throughout our lives. For many, learning new skills as we age might seem daunting, whether it's learning to use technology, picking up a new hobby, or diving into deeper philosophical teachings. But through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, this act is not just about acquiring new knowledge. It is about the practice of mindfulness in every moment, the rejuvenation of the mind, and the joy of discovery. Consider this story. There was an old monk who had spent years in meditation and contemplation, but one day he decided to learn how to paint. It was not for fame or fortune, but for the simple joy of creation, of seeing the world through a new lens. Through painting, he not only honed his skills but brought a deeper understanding of the present moment into his life, blending his practice of mindfulness with his newfound passion. Whether it's learning how to use a smartphone to connect with family or exploring the arts, there is always room to grow. Every new skill you acquire, no matter how small, offers you new opportunities for connection and personal growth. And by embracing this process, you are not only cultivating wisdom, but also fostering your mental clarity, a key pillar in maintaining cognitive health. Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." When you continue to learn, you keep your mind sharp, open, and receptive to the wisdom that surrounds you. Learning keeps you engaged with the world, and by continuously evolving, you become a beacon of inspiration for others, especially younger generations. 2. Prioritize your health, the middle way of balance. Buddhism teaches the middle way, the path of moderation, where we neither indulge nor deprive ourselves. In our later years, this concept takes on new meaning as we learn to balance our physical and emotional well-being. Aging gracefully isn't just about staying active. It's about understanding what your body needs and meeting those needs with intention and mindfulness. This practice involves listening to your body's wisdom, just as Buddha listened to the quiet whispers of his own soul. Whether it's choosing to eat foods that nourish your body or finding exercises that help you maintain strength and flexibility, each decision is an opportunity to honor the body that carries you through life. Aging is not a process of deterioration, but one of careful maintenance. Just as the Buddha took time for his meditation, we must take time to nourish ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Practices like yoga, tai chi, or even walking can be powerful tools in maintaining flexibility, strength, and balance, as well as reducing stress. These activities not only improve physical health, but also bring clarity to the mind, helping us live with more awareness in every step. There's a beautiful story of an elderly woman in a small village. She was known for her vitality and positive energy. One day, a younger woman asked her the secret to her seemingly ageless life. The elderly woman simply replied, "I do not chase after youth. Instead, I embrace the process of life with all its changes, caring for my body with patience and respect, knowing that it is my temple." In the same way, we must prioritize health, not as a duty, but as a form of self-compassion and respect. When we take care of our bodies with love, we create the foundation for a healthy, mindful existence, one where joy and peace are possible, regardless of age. 3. You have a strong social circle. The power of Sangha, community. In the Buddhist teachings, Sangha refers to the community of individuals who support one another in their journey towards enlightenment. The Buddha understood that, while personal effort is important, the company we keep profoundly influences our path. As we age, maintaining a strong, vibrant social circle becomes a powerful tool in navigating the challenges of life. In Buddhism, interconnectedness is a central theme. We are not isolated beings, but rather part of a larger whole. Just as a single lotus flower blooms in the company of others, our own lives are enriched by the relationships we cultivate. Companionship and connection serve as reminders that we are all in this journey together, lifting each other up with compassion and kindness. Think of a story. In a village tucked away in the mountains, there was a group of elders who gathered daily to share stories, offer guidance, and support each other. Their bond was unbreakable, and through their shared wisdom, they created an atmosphere of peace and understanding. One day, a young traveler passing through asked the eldest among them, "How do you remain so vibrant and full of life?" The elder smiled and said, "We are vibrant because we nurture each other with our presence. Together, we lift each other, and together we age gracefully." In the same way, your social circle becomes a vital resource for thriving in later years. It's not just about fun and companionship, though those are essential, but about sharing wisdom, offering encouragement, and deepening relationships that help combat loneliness and maintain emotional well-being. The Buddha taught, "Let go of those who bring you down. Surround yourself with those who uplift you." By spending time with individuals who share your values and aspirations, you continue to nurture your spirit, reduce stress, and even improve your physical health. The bonds you form in your later years can be richer and more meaningful than ever before, as you connect with others who understand the nuances of life's transitions. Socializing, whether it's gathering for a dinner, attending a local class, or participating in a community project, has powerful health benefits. Studies show that a strong social network helps lower blood pressure, boosts immune function, and improves heart health. It is through these shared experiences that we remain emotionally balanced, mentally sharp, and physically strong. 4. Embrace change. The Buddhist perspective on impermanence. In the teachings of Buddhism, we learn that change is inevitable. Everything in life is impermanent. Anicca, the seasons change, The tides shift, and our bodies evolve. Rather than resisting change, the Buddha encouraged us to accept and embrace it, recognizing that in every change, there is an opportunity for growth. Aging itself is an example of this fundamental truth. Rather than viewing it as a decline, we can see it as a new phase of life, full of rich experiences and opportunities for self-discovery. Each change you encounter, whether it's adjusting to new technology, embracing new hobbies, or navigating the evolving dynamics of family relationships, offers a chance to grow stronger and more adaptable. Consider this story. There was a wise old monk who lived at the edge of a forest. Over the years, he had watched the forest change. Trees would fall, streams would rise and fall, and the seasons would pass. One day, a young monk asked him, "Master, how do you remain so calm when everything around you is always changing?" The old monk smiled and replied, "Because I know that change is the nature of all things. I do not resist it, I flow with it. And in that flow, I find peace." In the same way, we can approach life's changes with an open heart. Change is not something to fear, it is something to celebrate. Whether it's switching to a new diet, adapting to new forms of communication, or embracing the wisdom of age, change offers a chance to realign with our true selves and create new paths to fulfillment. By welcoming change, you continue to evolve with grace and wisdom. As the Buddha said, "The path is made by walking." Every new experience you embrace, no matter how small, contributes to the beautiful tapestry of your life. You are never too old to learn, to change, or to grow. 5. You have a rich sense of humor. Laughter as medicine for the soul. Buddhism teaches us to approach life with joy and equanimity. Laughter, in many ways, is a reflection of mental balance, the ability to find joy in the midst of life's challenges. In our golden years, cultivating a sense of humor becomes an essential practice. It is not just about laughter, it is about seeing the lightness in life, even when facing hardship. In the Buddha's teachings, joy and laughter are seen as vital parts of spiritual practice. The Buddha himself was known to share light-hearted moments with his disciples, encouraging them to laugh and embrace the playfulness of life. When we laugh, we release tension and invite joy into our hearts. This joyful mindset helps us cultivate compassion and resilience, allowing us to face adversity with a light heart. Take this story as an example. A group of monks sat at the foot of the Buddha, each of them wearing a somber expression. The Buddha, seeing this, told them a story that made them laugh. The monks were surprised, as they hadn't seen their teacher so playful before. But as they laughed, they realized that the Buddha's wisdom was not just in his serious teachings, but in his ability to bring joy into their lives, showing them that laughter is a part of spiritual awakening. Laughter is not just a form of amusement. It is a healing practice that fosters a light heart and reduces stress. When we can laugh at the little absurdities of life, we develop a deep resilience, a refusal to let life's challenges weigh us down. It becomes a powerful tool to counteract the burdens of aging, reminding us that, despite difficulties, joy is always available to us. Your ability to laugh and find humor in everyday moments is a reflection of your inner peace. Whether it's sharing stories with friends, making a joke with a loved one, or simply enjoying the beauty of life, laughter allows you to remain vibrant, engaged, and connected to those around you. 6. Prioritize self-care. The practice of compassion for oneself. In the teachings of Buddhism, one of the most profound practices is self-compassion, treating oneself with the same kindness, patience, and respect that we extend to others. As we move through life, this practice becomes even more vital, especially as we enter our later years. Aging gracefully according to Buddhist philosophy, is not about clinging to a youthful appearance, but about nourishing the body, mind, and spirit. It is about cultivating inner peace, balance, and nurturing the vessel that carries us through this life, our own being. Imagine this. A young monk once approached his teacher, his face filled with concern about the inevitable passage of time. "Master," he asked, "how do I take care of myself as I grow older?" The teacher smiled gently, his eyes full of understanding, and replied, "Take care of your body as if it were your temple. Feed it with love and respect, for it is the vessel that carries you through this life." This moment carries a deep lesson that we can all draw from. The temple is not just a sacred space. It is the place where wisdom is cultivated, where peace is found, and where the soul connects with the divine. Just as a temple is maintained with care and reverence, so too must we maintain our bodies, minds, and spirits. Aging isn't an inevitable decline. It is an opportunity to become more attuned to the needs of our being, to nourish it and to honor it with gratitude for all that it has carried us through. But here's the thing. Self-care, as taught in Buddhism, is not about indulgence or vanity. It's not about masking the signs of age or running away from the inevitable. It's about treating ourselves with profound compassion, recognizing that we are worthy of care, love, and respect. It's about acknowledging that taking care of ourselves is an act of reverence for the life we are living and the experiences we have yet to have. Let me tell you a story. There once lived an old woman who had spent her life serving others, always giving and caring for her family, friends, and neighbors. But as she grew older, she began to feel the toll of years spent in service. One day, a young woman from the village came to visit her. Seeing the weariness in the older woman's eyes, she gently asked, "Grandmother, why do you look so tired? You've given so much to others. Have you taken time for yourself?" The old woman looked at her with a knowing smile and said, "I have always put others first, but now I've learned that if I am to continue serving, I must first care for my own health. I've started waking early to meditate, spending time in nature, and eating foods that nourish both my body and spirit. In doing this, I've discovered that by taking care of myself, I have more to give to those around me. It's not selfish, it's an act of love." This woman's transformation is a beautiful example of self-compassion in action. By prioritizing her own well-being, she not only restored her energy, but also deepened her connection with others. Just as a lamp can't light the way for others without fuel, we too cannot give our best to others if we are running on empty. Self-care, then, is a practice of balance. It is about choosing moments of quiet and reflection, moments where we can simply be with ourselves, free from the distractions of daily life. Whether it's through meditation, where we can quiet the mind and connect with our deepest selves, or through moments of solitude in nature, we are reminded that nurturing our inner peace is essential for well-being. But self-care doesn't stop there. It extends to physical nourishment, choosing foods that fuel and sustain us rather than merely filling us. It's about creating rituals that promote relaxation, like a warm bath or a gentle walk in the evening, each act an offering of love to the body. It's about caring for yourself so you can live fully in the present. The Buddha often spoke of the importance of maintaining balance in all things, and that includes balance between taking care of others and taking care of ourselves. By engaging in these practices, we not only preserve our vitality, but also cultivate an energy that resonates with the world around us, bringing peace to others through our peaceful state of being. So as we age, let us remember to nurture ourselves with the same tenderness and compassion that we give to others. The practice of self-care is an ongoing commitment, one that honors the impermanence of life and affirms the value of the journey we are on. Through this act, we affirm that aging is not a burden to bear, but a blessing to cherish, an opportunity to grow, to love, and to live fully, no matter our age. 7. You are a source of wisdom for younger generations, passing on the teachings. One of the most powerful gifts you can give as you age is the wisdom you've accumulated over the years. In Buddhist philosophy, there is a profound understanding that knowledge and experience are meant to be shared. The Buddha himself often spoke of the importance of passing on teachings to future generations, not just through words, but through action and by being an example. Your life, full of triumphs and challenges, is a living testament to the resilience of the human spirit. The younger generations look up to you, not only for advice, but for how you carry yourself through life with dignity, patience, and unwavering calm. Consider the story of the wise elder monk in a remote village. People from far and wide would travel to see him, asking for wisdom. One day, a young man approached him, confused about the direction his life was taking. The elder monk listened attentively and said, "Young one, life will challenge you. It will bring storms. But in those storms, remember that the strength of the tree is not determined by how it sways in the wind, but by how deeply it is rooted in the earth." This moment is a beautiful reflection of the strength that older individuals can provide for those coming after them. You offer guidance that goes beyond textbook knowledge. It's the lived wisdom that young people need to hear, especially when life seems uncertain. Whether it's teaching a grandchild to meditate, offering advice about life's complexities, or simply sharing the stories of your own journey, you pass on valuable lessons that will shape the future. When we live with integrity and purpose, our actions become a legacy. Younger generations are learning from the way we live, not just from what we say. Every time you face hardship with a gracious heart, every time you embrace a challenge instead of retreating from it, you show them the true essence of strength and resilience. In Buddhist teachings, we are reminded that compassion is not just an emotion, but a practice that enriches everyone in its path. You, as an older generation, are the embodiment of this compassion, leading by example and creating a ripple effect of positivity and growth. This is one of the most meaningful aspects of aging. You become a mentor, guiding others to their own inner peace and wisdom. 8. You celebrate life's little moments. The beauty of the present. Buddhism teaches that true happiness is found in the present moment, not in the future, not in the past, but right here, right now. In our golden years, we come to realize that the simple, everyday moments are the most precious. The Buddha spoke of mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in every action, no matter how mundane it may seem. When we embrace life's small pleasures, we tap into a deep well of joy and gratitude. A morning walk, a cup of tea shared with a friend, the warmth of the sun on our face. These simple acts hold the power to fill our hearts with contentment and peace. There's a story of a Buddhist monk who was walking through the forest when he stopped to admire the beauty of a single flower. He sat down and watched the flower for hours, feeling the warmth of the sun and listening to the sounds of the breeze. In that moment, he was completely present, not thinking of the past or the future, but simply being with the flower. This mindfulness, this deep appreciation for the present moment, is a practice we can all adopt as we age. As you grow older, the beauty of life's little moments becomes more and more apparent. It's in the way your grandchild's laughter fills the room, or how the scent of flowers brings back memories of your youth. It's in the deep conversations you share with friends and the joy of simply being surrounded by loved ones. The essence of mindful living is to appreciate these small moments that, when strung together, create a life rich with meaning. Through mindfulness, you not only learn to appreciate the beauty of these moments, but you also cultivate an ability to find peace in the present. The Buddha taught that peace comes from within. By focusing on the here and now, you align yourself with the flow of life, finding joy and gratitude in even the simplest of actions. 9. You live with purpose. The true meaning of aging gracefully. In Buddhism, one of the most important aspects of life is the search for purpose. The Buddha encouraged us to reflect on our life's true meaning and to live in alignment with our deepest values. In the later years of life, this sense of purpose becomes even more critical. We might slow down physically, but spiritually, we continue to evolve, finding new ways to contribute, to create, and to offer our gifts to the world. Aging gracefully is not just about accepting the changes in our body. It is about embracing a deeper, more profound purpose that transcends physical appearance or the passing of time. The Buddha's teachings on the Four Noble Truths remind us that life is filled with suffering, but that we can find meaning and peace through understanding, compassion, and mindfulness. As we age, we may find ourselves drawn to new opportunities, volunteering, mentoring, or simply sharing our knowledge with others. These acts are not just ways to pass the time, they are ways to live with intention and contribute to the world in a meaningful way. Your purpose might evolve, but it never fades. Take this story of a teacher who spent her life teaching children, only to find in her later years that her greatest impact was in teaching her grandchildren how to live with gratitude and mindfulness. By passing on her knowledge, she was not just teaching them lessons from books, but imparting the wisdom of life itself, showing them how to live fully, love deeply, and embrace every moment. Your life, too, is a source of endless purpose, whether you're passing on your knowledge to younger generations, creating art, or simply offering your presence to those who need it most. You are, as the Buddha taught, a light for others, a guiding beacon showing the way through your own actions, choices, and mindfulness. Conclusion. Aging gracefully through the wisdom of Buddhism. Aging is often viewed with hesitation, even fear, something inevitable, a passage into decline. But what if we flipped that narrative? What if aging, instead of a shrinking of possibilities, is actually the unfolding of a new chapter in our lives, one rich with growth, wisdom, and a deeper connection to our true selves? Through the lens of Buddhist teachings, aging isn't about fading away, it's about embracing the fullness of life at every stage, experiencing each moment with clarity and purpose. As we age, we often find ourselves more in tune with the ebb and flow of life, accepting that change is not something to fear but something to embrace. Buddhism teaches us that by continuously learning, by staying active both mentally and physically, and by nurturing our bodies, we begin to see aging not as a loss, but as a gift. It is a gift that offers the opportunity to share the wisdom we've gathered along the way, to pass it down to others, to remain a source of strength and inspiration for those who walk the path after us. So to all of you watching, I urge you to embrace the journey of aging with open arms. Welcome the changes that come, for they are not obstacles, they are gateways to a richer, more meaningful life. Cherish the small, simple moments, because in those moments lie the truest form of joy. And most importantly, continue to share your wisdom, your insights, your heart with those around you, for that is how we leave behind a legacy that transcends time. Remember, age is just a number. The Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment." The journey toward enlightenment, towards living a life of peace and joy, continues at every stage. With each passing year, we become more aligned with who we truly are. And this alignment is the ultimate form of grace. Thank you for being here and watching. If you found value in this video, I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more content on how to live with purpose, peace, and mindfulness. May you continue to live with wisdom, grace, and joy, and may your golden years be filled with the beauty of the present moment, where all true happiness lies. Until next time, may peace and clarity fill your heart.